Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will come out first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time around.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Kansas State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll go down right there, but what a big... Come up with that turnover.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time. The old cliche. So many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is...
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Wildcats! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's open on the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wideout. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Kansas State quick to the line.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45, and he'll be brought down. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Edwards. Quick spin on the run. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Trying to run, it's Grove. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the option. The pitch. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Dyer. Fires toward the target. He's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Kansas State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. That's caught. It's small. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Grove. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Dyer. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his big tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's small. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On the run, it's Payne. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Goes to the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Fires left. A strike downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
On the option. He'll pitch it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's small. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. And
He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
TCU 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Got a little space. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Dyer. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick completion on the out. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Payne. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the catch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on first down, second and long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to go.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Crosses the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. And he throws another interception. His start of the night.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This drive will open from the 15. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the...
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Quickly complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the option. Quick toss. Spins away from 1. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. On the option. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that. What a play by this defense to get the football. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's small. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's got it. First down and more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's small. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They'll run play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. He's going to take off. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Oakland. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got his man quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The option look. He'll toss it. Makes one man miss. There he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Dyer. Got his man downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Now on the option. Now the toss. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
TCU 14.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Horned Frogs will go for it here on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know